Big companies have a system. They have a structured approach to identifying and nurturing talent within their ranks. They look for specific traits in potential employees. These traits go beyond just the qualifications listed on a resume. It's not just about skills anymore. While technical abilities are important, they are not the sole criteria. It's about attitude, about potential. Companies are increasingly valuing soft skills like communication, teamwork, and adaptability. Companies want someone who will stick around, someone who's hungry to climb that corporate ladder. They seek individuals who show a strong desire for growth and advancement, and often, they see those qualities in a particular demographic: men with families or significant financial obligations. This isn't about discrimination, it's about pragmatism. Companies believe that these individuals have a vested interest in stability and success. Companies are investing in their workforce. They provide training and development opportunities to help employees grow. They want to see a return on that investment. This means they prefer employees who are likely to stay and contribute long-term. And statistically speaking, certain groups have shown higher levels of dedication and lower turnover rates. This data drives many of the hiring and promotion decisions. This translates into a more stable and productive workforce overall. A team that works well together and stays together can achieve great things. But this raises a question: is it fair to make assumptions about an individual's work ethic based on their family status or financial situation? Are we overlooking talented individuals who don't fit this mold? It's a complex issue with no easy answers. Balancing fairness with business needs is a challenge that companies continue to face. Let's delve deeper into why this trend exists and what it means for the future of the workplace. Understanding these dynamics can help us create more inclusive and effective work environments. There's a certain image that comes to mind when you think reliable employee. It's someone who shows up on time, puts in the hours, and rarely takes a day off. The stereotype, fair or not, often points to fathers. Why? Responsibility breeds discipline. A man with a family to support has a powerful motivator. He's not just working for himself, he's working to provide for those who depend on him. This translates into a strong work ethic, a willingness to go the extra mile, and a deep-seated loyalty to his employer. This isn't to say that single men or childless individuals lack these qualities, but there's a perception, perhaps rooted in societal expectations, that dads are less likely to job hop or take unnecessary risks. They're seen as stable, dependable, and invested in long-term success. It's not just fatherhood that catches the eye of corporations. Financial obligations, particularly large ones like mortgages or student loans, can also signal a desirable employee. Think about it. Someone with significant debt has a strong incentive to maintain a steady income. They're less likely to be swayed by risky job offers or tempted to slack off. They need that paycheck, and they're willing to work for it. This isn't about greed or materialism, it's about responsibility and commitment. These individuals have made a financial commitment, and they're driven to meet their obligations. This translates into a dedicated and reliable employee, someone who understands the value of hard work and financial stability. The flip side of this coin is the perception of childless men. Without the burden of family or financial obligations, are they seen as less reliable? Some might argue that these individuals are free to pursue their careers with more flexibility and ambition. They can take risks, work longer hours, and relocate without hesitation. However, this freedom can also be perceived as a liability. Without the anchor of family or debt, are they more likely to jump ship at the first sign of a better opportunity? Will they prioritize personal goals over the company's objectives? It's a double-edged sword. While some companies might see this as a lack of commitment, others might view it as a sign of ambition and drive. Ultimately, it depends on the company culture and the specific role in question. Section 5. Comparing apples and oranges. Can we measure commitment? It's important to acknowledge the inherent flaws in this line of thinking. Can we truly measure an individual's commitment and work ethic based on their family status or financial obligations? Of course not. People are complex. Their motivations are varied and often deeply personal. To assume that all fathers are inherently more reliable than their childless counterparts is a gross oversimplification. Similarly, not all individuals with debt are models of dedication. However, there's a reason why this trend persists. While it's not a foolproof indicator, it does offer a glimpse into an individual's priorities and potential drivers. It's a data point, albeit an imperfect one, that companies use to assess risk and predict future performance. Section 6. Anecdotal evidence. Success stories from the trenches. While statistics can paint a broad picture, it's the individual stories that truly illustrate this trend. These personal narratives provide a deeper understanding of the challenges and triumphs faced by those in the business world. They offer a glimpse into the real-life experiences that numbers alone cannot convey. Think about some of the most successful CEOs and business leaders. Their journeys are often filled with moments of doubt, resilience, and determination. These leaders have navigated through numerous obstacles to reach the pinnacles of their careers. How many of them are family men with significant financial responsibilities? Balancing work and family life is a common theme among these individuals. The answer is a significant number. These leaders often find strength and motivation in their roles as providers and caregivers. These individuals often credit their families and their desire to provide for them as a driving force behind their success. The support and encouragement from loved ones can be a powerful catalyst for achieving great things. They understand the value of hard work, perseverance, and long-term vision, qualities that are highly prized in the corporate world. These traits are not just beneficial for personal growth, but are also essential for building and sustaining successful businesses. These anecdotes, while not definitive proof, do lend credence to the idea that family and financial obligations can serve as powerful motivators. They show how personal commitments can drive professional excellence. They highlight the human element behind this trend, reminding us that behind every employee is a complex individual with their own unique story and aspirations. These stories underscore the importance of understanding the personal dimensions that contribute to professional success. Section 7. The bottom line: productivity and the family man. For corporations, it all boils down to one thing: productivity. They need employees who are reliable, dedicated, and driven to succeed. And rightly or wrongly, they often see these qualities reflected in men with families or significant financial obligations. This isn't to say that other demographics can't be equally productive, but the perception, fueled by societal expectations and anecdotal evidence, persists. And as long as it does, it will continue to influence hiring practices and shape the corporate landscape. The challenge for corporations is to move beyond these generalizations and create a workplace that values individual merit and potential regardless of family status or financial situation. Section 8. A changing landscape. Will this trend hold true? As the world evolves, so too does the workplace. The rise of remote work, the gig economy, and the increasing emphasis on work-life balance are challenging traditional notions of what it means to be a reliable employee. Will the stereotype of the dedicated family man hold true in this new landscape? Or will companies need to adapt their hiring practices to reflect the changing demographics and priorities of the workforce? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the companies that can attract and retain top talent, regardless of their background or personal circumstances, will be the ones that thrive in the years to come. Section 9. Final thoughts. Striking a balance between work and life. The relationship between work and life is complex and constantly evolving. In today's fast-paced world, the lines between professional responsibilities and personal time are increasingly blurred. This makes it more important than ever to find a harmonious balance that allows individuals to thrive in both areas. While it's tempting to draw correlations between an individual's personal life and their professional performance, it's crucial to remember that these are just pieces of a much larger puzzle. Each piece, whether it represents work or personal life, contributes to the overall picture of well-being and success. Ultimately, the most successful companies are those that foster a culture of respect, inclusivity, and work-life balance. They understand that a happy and fulfilled employee is more productive, creative, and committed to the organization's goals. They recognize that employees are not cogs in a machine, but rather individuals with unique needs, aspirations, and commitments. By acknowledging and supporting these individual differences, companies can create a more dynamic and engaged workforce. By creating an environment where everyone feels valued and supported, companies can unlock the full potential of their workforce and drive sustainable success. This involves not just policies and perks, but a genuine commitment to understanding and meeting the needs of their employees. The future of work is about finding that delicate balance between personal fulfillment and professional achievement. It's about creating flexible work arrangements that allow people to manage their time effectively and pursue their passions outside of work. It's about recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute, regardless of their family status or financial situation. Inclusivity and diversity are not just buzzwords but essential components of a thriving workplace. And it's about creating a world where success is defined not by how many hours we work but by the impact we make and the lives we touch. By prioritizing well-being and fostering a supportive environment, we can build a future where work and life are not in conflict but in harmony.